Now, like shit, we jake down on the highway, pay attention. You driving, pay attention, pay attention, pay attention. Every death, I just look as a sign like God trying to show me something.
Bro.
Do y'all have relationships with some of the parents of like your homeboys that passed away?
Yeah.
What's going on, y'all, man? It's the Hood Philosopher, man. If y'all new to this channel, make sure y'all hit that like, hit that subscribe button, man. I appreciate y'all for coming in. Today, man, you know, we're going to be kind of touching back on Julio Foolio and, you know, as the new news come out and more information is hitting the surface, man, it just seemed like it's all bad. It seemed like, you know, somebody who's been moving, you know, the right way for all these years, it just suddenly take no precaution at all. It seemed like if Julio was to make a bad decision, he made every bad decision he could possibly make that day. And I know he gone. This is not a video to beat up on him and to say you wrong, you should have done this, but we got to be serious. And I'm being honest. If we're into something, for example, say I'm a firefighter. If you're a firefighter and you know a house is on fire, you're not going to go to that fire without your hard hat, without your fire retardant suit so you don't get burnt, without your smoke and ventilation mask and all the other good stuff. You're just not going to do it. Why? Because you want to live. You want to live to see another day. Now, a lot of people are saying that Julio had a death wish. You can see it in his eyes. Look, man, we not psychic. And even if he did, we can't really put that on him like that. But I will say this, you know, if you out there, you dissing, and you out there, you know, trying to live this thug life and trying to trust me, man, ain't nothing out here in these streets. Ain't none at all. But if you out here and you dissing, you trying to live this thug life, and you trying to do something different, you can't celebrate the way everybody else celebrate, that's civilians. You can't do it. Because the moment you try, things like this is going to happen. And how we knew Julio and his entourage and everybody else who was with him knew how to move, we know that. Not just because he been safe all these years and he been doing, you know what I'm saying, a decent job at, you know, maneuvering through some of the pain, but check this out. There's a little clip from No Jumper, and this Julio and this is homeboy, Cap, you know, and they were just talking about a little bit how to move. Check it out real quick.
Now, like shit, we jake down on the highway, pay attention. You driving, pay attention, pay attention, pay attention. Every death, I just look as a sign like God trying to show me something.
Bro.
Do y'all have relationships with some of the parents of like your homeboys that passed away?
Yeah.
See? So that right there is showing us that even though it looked like he probably wasn't paying attention, he was, you know what I'm saying, dozing off all them perks or something, but Julio know how to move. So if he know how to move, why was he moving so sloppy that day? He was moving like he didn't have a care in the world, knowing that he's #1 op in Florida. And just going somewhere 3 hours away, that's not going to stop the shooters. And there's gangsters in every city. You know and I know there's gangsters in every city. So I just want to say, if I was Julio and I wanted to celebrate my 26th birthday, after all the dissing, all the drilling, and all the extra stuff that I've done already, this is how he probably should have done it, or how I would have done it if I was Julio. First thing first, only real day ones, and I mean day ones, I mean day ones. I don't need nobody in the picture who chilling with the ops and over here with me one day. And that goes to explain also, like, if you really just look at it, man, it didn't really feel like Julio had people around him that really loved him. And it seemed like he was almost like begging to have love for his birthday, because he done went 25 years, you know what I'm saying, having birthdays and doing, you know what I'm saying. But it seemed like this one, he just really wanted to go out with a bang, no pun intended. And by him wanting to do that, he let his guard down. I mean, he was doing things that he didn't even really do. Like you saw, he said he was drinking, you know what I'm saying? I don't drink. You letting the ops know where you at. You inviting people to the party. You telling them to DM you. It was just so out of character for Julio Foolio that a lot of people say, you know, before a person die, you know, they do a lot of things that's out of character. You know, think about the King Von situation. And a lot of people, you know, who talked about King Von the night of his death and how he was moving and the things that he did. You know, how he was just sitting in the car for a long time and smoking and just staring out the window. And, you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of things that he did that night, they said was very odd and was strange. I'm inclined to believe, now I can't prove it, but I'm inclined to believe that before we pass away, in that moment and hours before our death, we kind of can feel something, and we kind of start acting out of body. Coincidental, when you die, supposedly we come up out of our body, our spirit leave our body. It's almost like our spirit, it's almost like if you look at Julio and you see him and see the videos, them last hours of his life, and you look in his eyes, there's nothing there. There's nothing in his eyes as you see. So, man, my condolences go out to him, but at the same time, man, when you out there, you living that life, you doing this craziness, man, you can't expect sympathy, because there was no sympathy for the other side. But he knew how to move, and he knew what he was doing. I just believe he let his guard down. He was tired of hiding. He felt he was safe. You know, he had 20 plus people around him. But when they want you bad enough and they want the job done, they're going to do whatever is necessary. And unfortunately, that's what happened with Julio Foolio, man. If he would have just got an Airbnb out of state, he got enough money. I'm only having 4 or 5 homeboys with me, and each homeboy going to have a girl with them that they rock with. It ain't going to be no random female. Or if you don't want to do that, throw a party somewhere out of state still. And don't invite girls. Have the homeboy call up. You know what? I want to get a couple escorts, some strippers or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And say they for you. But when they get to the spot, it's going to be an even better surprise, because Julio going to be there. We got to move smarter these days, and we got to guard our lives like we love it. We got family to live for. We got people to live for, y'all. So I'm going to keep y'all updated, man, but I just kind of wanted to give my spiel a little bit on, you know, what I feel about the situation, because it definitely could have been prevented. You know what I'm saying? My condolences to both sides for losing people. But y'all, this is the Hood Philosopher, man. I need y'all to hit that like button. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe. And we're going to be coming back with you, man. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Peace.